Don't let fear or sadness control you. It's normal to feel fear, sadness, or doubt when things look bad. But don't let those feelings cancel your faith. Your value and security are not in what you feel, but in what God says is true. Literally, that HR situation, it did start looking bad. It felt difficult. It started looking like, what's going to happen? What's the outcome of this going to be? Should I just stop now? Should I just cancel? Like, no, you got to keep showing up. Literally, that situation exercised my faith because I had to keep going to the Lord saying, what do I say when I go to this meeting? Because they kept pulling me into meetings. How do I show up? How do I carry myself walking amongst enemies? Literally, it exercised my faith. It put that to the test. But just because things feel scary doesn't mean that you're supposed to like flip-flop. It doesn't mean you're supposed to stop doing or stop saying what you were saying. If it was true, if it was of value, if it was for a positive impact, you have to sometimes endure that stuff for the greater good. And I learned that through that experience. And I had to lean on the Lord heavy going through that experience because I could not have got through it without the Lord. Like, he was my stronghold. He was my resilience. He was my strength. And the funniest part is they weren't only doing this to me. They were doing it to another Black woman in my department. And I remember one day she said to me, "You carry it so well." And she was not carrying it as well as me. Like, she was having a really hard time staying positive. She was having a really hard time like dealing with it. And I think the difference is just how tapped in with the Lord I was. He was my strength. He is what, because in my flesh, I would have handled this differently. I would have probably lost my job in my flesh. But the Lord helped me handle it with grace. So you have to just go to him. Especially the harder things get, don't walk away from the Lord. That's when you need him the most to carry you through it, okay? Let's get into the last lesson. Someone else's struggle can help you. Paul suffered for the sake of others. If in life, someone else's sacrifice or hard work might be the reason you grow and find your blessings. Literally, look all throughout history. Look at our ancestors that were slaves. Like, the sacrifice of so many great men and women that came before us is what allows us to have the life we have today. I would not want to live in any other time. And they were going through struggles. They were going through all types of nonsense. And if it wasn't for them enduring and persevering and